Ghostbusters Afterlife. What can we say about this one? Well, as someone who is a huge fan of the original 1984, I love that film. I can watch it and never get bored. And then obviously we got the sequel a couple of years later, thinking that came out in '89. I enjoyed that one. There's a lot of people that didn't out there. That's fine. As we all know, films are subjective. We don't all have to like the same thing, but hey. And then a couple of years later, or 2016, we got the 2016 debacle. I think the less we say about that film, everyone will be fine. I know there are people out there that do like the 2016 film. That's fine. If you enjoy it, great. All power to you. Entirely up to you. No one's saying that you shouldn't like it. If you did, great. But Ghostbusters Afterlife, uh, for me, when I heard that they were doing this, I got really excited but cautious, obviously, because of again, the one that we had before it. I think it gave a bit of a sour taste in everybody's mouths. But when that first trailer dropped, seems like a lifetime ago now, because obviously the movie was delayed because of the world problems that we're having. We're not going to mention its name, whereas we don't need to. I'm sick of hearing that word, the P word. But it was delayed. But when that first trailer hit, I got really excited and stuff like that. Like a little kid again back in the day when the other one came out. I got really excited. And then, as I say, it was delayed, but it's finally arrived. It's finally in theatres. It came out on Friday. And I can say, oh my friggin' God. This film is fantastic. I loved every second of this film. This was the film that we should have got. Thank you, Ivan Reitman. Thank you, Jason Reitman, for bringing this back. This film is probably in my top 3 of 2021. Now, the girl, Phoebe McKenna Grace, for me, she steals the whole show. She was fabulous in this film. I haven't seen her in anything else. I think she might be in Stranger Things, I could be wrong. Finn Wolfhard, obviously he is in Stranger Things. He plays Trevor, Phoebe's brother, and then you've got Carrie Coon. Carly, who plays the mother. Her situation is that she's been made homeless, and she finds out she inherits a farmhouse in the old Midwest, somewhere Somerville, and we find out that she's Egon's daughter, the late Harold Ramis. Rest in peace, Harold. And the kids are his grandkids, so she gets evicted of her home where she's living and ends up moving to his house, where she thinks that the father didn't give a damn about her. But in the film we find out different things that's gone on. And for me, if anyone's watched it so far, the last 15 minutes of this film, it got me. I'm not going to say what it is, this is a non-spoiler review. But as I say, it is up there in my top 3 of 2021 films of the year. Stay back, there are 2 post-credit scenes that if you want to see them. One of them's funny, quite hilarious really. and the one right at the end is worth staying for because I think they've left it open for maybe another one, which I'll be down for if it's done the right way. There's no secret that Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd and Ernie Hudson are all in it. Sigourney Weaver is in it, but I'm not going to tell you where. And Paul Rudd, he plays a good job as he's like a teacher for a summer school, but he's a seismologist. He studies earthquakes and stuff like that. He does a pretty good role, and it's a really fabulous family film. Now, the hardcore Ghostbusters, if you're going in there to fans, should I say, if you're going in there just to see the original guys in there, don't, because they're not in it much, I can say that. Annie Potts or Janine Melnick, she's in it. She's taking care of Egon's affairs. Obviously, something happens to Egon at the beginning, and she has to take over. Obviously, he's died, and yeah. As I say, this movie is fabulous. I give it a 10 out of 10. Up to now, it's in my top 3. I'm not sure where it'll be yet because we've got about 8 weeks left of 2021. There's loads of films to come out between now and the end of the year. I'm anticipating that another film will be number 1 in the distant future. We can all guess which one that is. Well, Ghostbusters, I highly recommend this. Go and check it out. If you haven't seen the original, go back and watch it. You'll have a blast with the 1984 one. Same with the 89, like I said, that's quite good. Don't bother with the 2016 one. Let it pass you by, you don't need to worry about that one. And yeah, fabulous family movie. That's what it was set out for. As I say, McKenna Grace, she did a superb job in this film. For me, she stole the whole picture of this film. I don't know whether she's going to get an Oscar nod for it, but I think she deserves something for that performance. So, if you had a chance to watch Ghostbusters Afterlife, what do you think of it? Did you enjoy it? If not, let us know in the comments section below why. But let us know your thoughts on this film. And until the next video, before I forget, please hit that like button and subscribe. Be very grateful if you can help this channel grow. And I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.